Girl, you won't believe what just happened. What? My hair grew back in a couple months. Girl, you better go to YouTube and tell them what you did. Hey ladies, I'm back and today I'm going to talk to you about something that I have been asked a lot, and it's how I grew out my natural hair so fast. I know you guys are going to ask me, but this is my 3-strand twist out. If the video, I don't know if I'm going to upload that video first or this one, so if not, then I will definitely link this tutorial in the description box. But yes, this is about how I grew my natural hair back so fast after my big chop, and the tips that I have for you guys trying to grow your hair back. So let me just, I don't have any list, so I might start rambling on, so it might get really bad, but I'm gonna try and stay on topic. So tip number 1, I would say, is no heat whatsoever. If you are trying to pursue your natural hair and you just want it to be the bomb, just curls popping everywhere, you have to let go of the heat. I'm not saying that you can't use heat on your hair, but make sure it's limited. Like, I don't know, I used to always straighten my hair all the time. I used to always have my pop and swoop bang. I know you guys probably seen that tutorial. Yes, that was my favorite hairstyle, and I never just gave my hair a break. And literally, like, your hair cuticles like this, you straightening it all the time is making it go like this, and once it's like this, ain't no going back. That is permanent. So I had to first let go of all heat. Number 2, I would say, after I got rid of all the heat, I made sure to protective style or just do like low maintenance styles. Like braid outs were my favorite with perm rods on the end because my ends were straight, and then twist outs, flat twist outs, perm rod sets. All of that stuff was just, that was the key to keeping my heat damage, color damage masked. And yeah, like, just do low maintenance styles. If you don't want to do styles like that, then I would say do braids, Marley twists, wigs, weaves, whatever you want to do. Just anything, just low maintenance, not doing too much to your hair, because if you're fiddling with it all the time and all that stuff, it's just not good for it, because your hair already transitioning, or even just after you cut it off, it's not used to all the different textures or just being completely natural. So your hair needs to, you know, I don't know how to explain it, like find itself. Yeah. Number 3, biggest thing I can say, when I was transitioning, and definitely when I big chopped, I made sure I deep conditioned like every other week, if not every week. And you could really just use a conditioner, leave it in there like overnight or just for a couple of hours and rinse it out. And then deep treatments, and then protein treatments. Protein treatments are the freaking bomb. Like, protein treatments put everything that was lost from styling or the sun outside or the cold weather from being winter or whatever, they put all of that moisture and all the, you know, lost things back into your hair. So I would definitely say, I mean, protein treatments, you don't have to get them all the time, but I got them whenever I could. And also, along with protein treatments, well, I'm just going to put this with protein treatments and treatments all together, because I got this all at once when I would go get my hair done. So protein treatments, deep treatments, and keeping your ends clipped. If you don't keep your ends clipped, then eventually, you know, they're going to split. And if you don't cut the split ends off, they're going to split up the hair shaft, and then the whole thing's just going to break off. And then there's no point in going natural. There's no point in even cutting off your hair. There's no point in doing any of that, because your hair's going to break off anyway. Damaged. Number 4, I don't even know what number I'm on, but one thing that I can say from my protective styling, because you guys asked what I did, I wore wigs. One tip that I can give you guys that is nothing but the whole truth is leave your hair alone. Don't touch it unless you're washing it, conditioning it, getting a treatment, getting your ends clipped, or redoing your braids. Do not touch your hair. Just don't touch it. if one thing I learned dealing with natural hair and transitioning hair, best thing to do is completely just leave it alone. Don't put your hands in it, don't touch it, because I'm one of these. I'm one of them girls. If you one of them girls, protective styles are your best friend. So what I did, I literally would braid my hair back in like 4 to 6 cornrows, put my wig on, and call it a day. And I wore wigs for like 6 months. And it started with the synthetic wigs. Synthetic wigs be ugly on the mannequin and on the girls online and on a little, you know, the thing in the beauty supply store. But when you put it on, they low-key be popping. I have some really good synthetic wigs. If you want to know what those ones are, I do have some reviews for those on my channel, so just scroll down. It's kind of like when I first started my channel, but them wigs are still the bomb and I still wear them sometimes. But the wigs that I also made for myself with like actual weave that I reviewed from AliExpress, like I would just literally put a band on it and put that wig on and call it a day. And when I got home, I would just take off the wig and go to sleep with my wig cap on my satin pillow. And literally, like, not touching my hair made me like see how much my hair actually grew. Like, keep your hands out of your hair. Get your treatments, get your trims, get all the stuff that you need to do. And only reason why you should be touching your hair is if you're putting it in braids or putting it in, you know, some kinky twists. I don't know what people wear. I don't know what y'all like, but you know what I'm saying. Just leave your hair alone and I promise it will grow. As far as growth supplements, I mean, some people, I have seen some videos of some people, you know, doing growth supplements, and I tried it. I really did, but I'm just not good at remembering to take any type of pill, and I don't eat enough times in the day for me to even take the amount of pills that they wanted you to take. Like it was like you had to take 3 a day, 1 at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I eat once a day, twice at the most, maybe a snack here and there. Didn't work for me. So I mean, if you want to try that, you can. I would say go on YouTube, you know, or do your research and figure out, you know, what you want from your hair vitamin. Nothing, I'm going to say this, nothing can reverse the permanent damage done to your hair though. So always keep that in mind. There's no product, there's no pill, there's no super potion that is going to make your heat damage, color damage, none of that stuff go back to curly. It's nothing in the whole entire world that is going to make that happen. There are supplements that can, what's the word, promote hair growth, but nothing necessarily makes your hair grow. Like, I found that a video I had a long time ago, I did a whole thing about Jamaican black castor oil, and I did all products with Jamaican black castor oil in it, or I would take all the products that I had, and when I use them on my hair, I would put Jamaican black castor oil on it. So I would do that, and Jamaican black castor oil itself promotes hair growth. So I mean, you could do things like that, like use things that will promote hair growth, but there's nothing that can make your hair just grow like it's gonna be hip length like overnight. It's just not gonna happen. I've seen some things that I know that promote hair growth. I got a massage brush from Vanity Planet, and it basically just massages your head. But if you don't want to spend any money, all you have to do is put some oil on your fingers and, you know, just massage your scalp, and that also promotes hair growth. Cinnamon promotes hair growth. I did some cinnamon mask sometimes, just some cinnamon and water, and I just put that paste on my scalp. It tingles a lot, let me just tell you that, because I felt like my head was on fire, but it worked. That stimulates hair growth. Black castor oil stimulates hair growth. There are a lot of things that stimulate hair growth. You just have to find what works for you or what you want to do. Also, the inversion method. I've tried that before, and I didn't get an inch of growth like some people on YouTube say they did, but I got like a ½ inch. So I mean, if you want to do things like that, that's up to you. That's your choice. But I personally did not like that because I felt lightheaded when I would get up from being upside down doing the inversion method or whatever. But all the things that I mentioned, you probably could find these here on YouTube, but I definitely say just take care of your hair as best as you can. I say this to say, even though my hair did grow out, as it got to like this length, I started basically neglecting it again. braiding it up and putting it under wigs. But you have to remember also, when your hair starts to grow or you're trying to make sure it does grow, keep the same regimen that you had or change it to fit the state that your hair is in. I'm getting tongue-tied. Make sure you keep the regimen or get a new regimen to fit the state that your hair is in. Like now, I basically neglected my hair, just put a wig on or whatever, put it in a bun and call it a day because my hair can fit in a bun now. But I just took out my braids from under a wig like a couple of days ago, and if you follow me on Snapchat, my hair was mad dry. Like, I'm like, my hair hasn't been this dry in a minute. Like, this is crazy. So I had to do like a super deep conditioning thing on my hair to revive it. And it's like, you can't, because your hair grew, you can't just be like, oh, my hair is grown now, so I don't need to take care of it. That's how your hair will fall out. That's how it will break off. That's how it's not going to stay the way you want it to. Simple. You have to take care of your hair, no questions asked. That's it. Hair is hair. Hair is like having a baby, okay? If you love your baby, if you want your baby to stay alive, then you better take care of it. You better feed it, you better water it, you better do all of that, because it ain't gonna be alive if you don't. I'm starting to feel like I'm rambling again, or I'm starting to ramble, but I definitely say find your protective style that you feel is best fits you or whatever, and just stick with it. And for the people who just big chopped or you're transitioning, let me talk to the people who big chop first. I'm gonna let you know from the jump that your hair is not gonna curl up the way that, you know, when you're transitioning and you wet your hair, you put a certain product in your hair and your roots are just all like super curly, and then the industry and you're like, dang, like I wish all my hair was like this. When you cut it off, that completely changes. Like when I cut all my hair off, it was like I had an afro, and I'm like, okay, so where's my curls? Like, what's good? Like, what happened to the curls? Like, where they at? Where they at though? Like, that's how I was feeling. And you really have to train your hair and take care of it, and your curl pattern will start to come through, show through or whatever, and your hair will really start to flourish. Like, once you big chop, anybody that's transitioning, I say big chop. Hair is hair. Hair grows back. It is what it is. Whatever. You still gonna be cute. Beat your face, and you're gonna be good. But to the people who are transitioning, I say that deep treatments and protein treatments are your BFF, because your hair probably has 2 or more different textures, and with that being said, your hair doesn't really know how to, you know, it doesn't know what to do. You put one product in your hair and it works for one texture in your hair, but then you have 3 more that you need to take care of, and your hair, just like when you're transitioning, your hair just gets mad dry for no reason, because it's like has so many different textures. Your hair don't know what the heck to do. Like, keep your hair moisturized. If you're all about the length and you don't want to cut off your hair, then I say what I did when I was transitioning, before I had cut all my hair off, what I did was I would keep my hair moisturized or whatever, do my twist outs, braid outs, perm rod sets, all that good stuff, flexi rod sets. And when I would actually go to get my ends trimmed, and hold on, pause. Getting your ends trimmed is for everybody, okay? Keep that in mind, because if you don't cut them dead ends off, your hair is not going to grow anymore. Simple. So if you don't want to let go of that length or that inch of split ends you got, just know that your hair isn't going to go forward. It's going to go backward, because if you don't cut off them split ends, they're going to split further up the hair shaft, and you ain't going to have no hair. You're not going to have any hair left. Just disclaimer. But I definitely say, forgot what I was saying. Lost my train of thought, but I hope this helped at least like a little bit. I kind of like babbled on a little bit. This was random and on the spot, but a lot of people asked me how I grew my hair, and these are a lot of everything that I said in this video I did myself. So you can try it if you want to. If you guys have questions, you know, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Snapchat. I always reply, or you can comment below this video. I hope I helped you guys a little bit. I know I really was talking about a bunch of nothing at one point, but if you guys like this video, if I helped somebody even just a little teeny bit, thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.